This is the new AGM Pad P2 and this is how Android tablets should be done. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Welcome and welcome back to GadgetRevNow. There are a plethora of Android tablets in the market, different gimmicks, different features, and different price point. But most of the time you will find a cheaper tablet, not really sure why those devices existed because they don't really serve a purpose other than a big screen device that could stream videos and maybe run some apps. Basically, you get what you paid for. They probably suck on a lot of areas. But again, for people who just want a cheap big screen device, that will suffice. But what if you get an Android tablet that was created right? An 11-inch Full HD screen, awesome speaker, 3.5mm headphone jack, good quality camera, and running on Android 14. Today we're collaborating with AGM to review their Pad 2, but as always, this will be an independent review of GadgetRevNow. We will unbox it and talk about the features. Let's go to work. First we will do the unboxing, but if you like to jump to the other parts of the video like the features or the test, I will leave the timestamp on the description below. First, let's do the unboxing, and if you'd like to purchase this tablet after this review, I will leave the link in the description. By the way, just a heads up, I'm also unboxing 3 different accessories that AGM provided, which is the case, the keyboard, and the stylus pen. So again, if you need to skip this and watch the full review, then I will leave the timestamp on the description. Let's start with the big yellow box, the AGM Pad P2. Quickly looking on the specification on the box, it's powered by Android 14. It is a dual camera system, 8MP front and 50MP main. You can insert nano SIM card. It is an 11-inch Full HD screen, 3.5mm headphone jack, and you have a USB-C port for charging. Okay, I think that's it. Let's open the box. The sticker seal is kinda cool because once you remove it, it will give you the void word, which means the warranty for the new item is now void. Opening the box, we have the tablet on top. Later we will check this, but for now, let's check what else is inside the box. We have a SIM ejector tool because this tablet accepts nano SIM. First, we have the sticker, Find Your Glory. I think that's their tagline. You have a quick starter guide in different languages. We have the warranty online support, and if you need to contact them, you can email them at service@agmmobile.com. We also have a USB-C fast charging cable, and we also have a charging block which is 20 watts. Not a lot of manufacturers are providing it now on the box, so this is a plus. I think that's it for the accessories. Now let's open the tablet. At the back, you have 2 circular modules. It's not a dual camera setup. One is a 50MP camera and the other one is a flash. But it's big and protruding, so I hope this will perform better than the other Android tablets that we reviewed from the past. It has a metal frame and you have a plastic bands for the antenna, a couple of microphone and volume button on one side. You have a couple of speaker grills on top with a power button. You don't have anything on the other side. This is probably the bottom part of the tablet where you will put it down on a landscape mode. And at the bottom, you have a USB-C port, speaker grill, SIM card slot, and the headphone port. So checking the SIM slot, you will have a dedicated slot for the SIM and extended micro SD. This could also act as a second SIM slot because I saw 2 IMEI on the package. I think that's it for the physical description of the tablet. Now let's open this up. I like the portrait layout. The right side handles the navigation key, and on the lower left you have the shortcut. Looking quickly on the specification on the About page, it has an octa-core CPU. I think this is the Helio G99 advertised by AGM. It was also advertised to have 8 gigs of virtual RAM and 8 gigs from the storage, but if you search the word memory on the settings, it would only show 12 gigs. This tablet also has 256 of storage and running on Android 14. Now let's quickly test the camera and taking a picture of this plant, and looking at the image, I think it's a little bit soft but the colors are really good and fairly natural. So I think that's it for the unboxing of the AGM Pad P2. Now let's unbox the 3 more accessories added on this package. Next, let's check out the accessories of AGM Pad P2, and this might be sold separately, so make sure you check the description or the item included when you purchase the tablet. This is the flip cover case of Pad P2, and this is a combination of TPU rubber and a Fox leatherette cover. On one side, you will find a slot for the stylus pen, and you have all the ports open on the sides, so it's a perfect match for the Pad P2. I also love the tactile button cover, and as you can see, the rubber cover is stretchable, so sliding the tablet, you will see that it's a perfect fit. There's also a little bit of raised bump for the camera module, and you have a kickstand at the back of the cover, so the tablet will stand on landscape mode. Now let's open the wireless keyboard, and this is attached separately to the tablet. You may or may not use the case depending on what you need, but this is a standalone device. This would magically and magnetically attach to the case of the tablet, which is nice and convenient. To connect this, you have to turn on the Bluetooth on your tablet and turn on the keyboard, and it will search for Bluetooth keyboard. If you pair it, then you can use the keyboard right off the bat. And since it's wireless, it doesn't matter if you use it when it's connected to the case. You can also hold it and it will work. And lastly, we have the stylus pen, similar looking as the Apple Pencil. It is color black though, and you have a charging cable on this package. There's a rubber protector on the USB-C port, and this is where you will charge the stylus pen. And as you can see, the edgy part of the pencil works, but if you use the pack part of it, it wouldn't work. So this accurately writes on the tablet, so you can use this for drawing or sketching. Now, aside from the keyboard attaching to the case, the pencil also has a slot for the case cover, so you can put those two accessories on one case with a tablet. So I think that's it for the unboxing and first impression of the tablet and all the accessories. Now let's talk about all the features of AGM Pad P2. Now let's talk about all the features of AGM Pad P2, and starting with the performance. This phone is running on Helio G99 with 12 gigs of RAM according to the settings, but advertised to have 16 gigs, also operating on Android 14. I mean, my experience is pretty good in terms of speed and performance. It feels like a mid-range phone with its processor. I can play games like Mobile Legends, Subway Surfer, and even heavier games like PUBG with a breeze. Of course, the graphics performance will not be the highest, but it works pretty well. I like that you have a big storage on this device because you can store a lot of movie files or music if you want to watch or stream later. There's also an extension of SD card. I tried 128 gigs of storage and it worked, but I feel like the tablet can still accept bigger SD card. Overall, it's really solid device for texting, calling, surfing, and internet, scrolling to your social media, and playing some mobile games. The speaker is one of the most important aspects of a tablet because you probably watch a lot of videos on this device, and I could tell you that AGM Pad P2 is one of the best speakers I've heard on a tablet. It may be missing a little bit on the bass, but the mids and highs are really clear on max volume. I don't think you will be needing any external speaker on this. Here's a sample.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different and you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be your phone unless you.
The camera is good but not great. I expect this type of performance on a tablet. The front camera is usable for selfies. I think this is more for video conferencing calls so people can see you on the other side of the video call. The rear camera is actually usable, more on taking pictures of documents or even peoples and events, but don't expect flagship performance on this tablet. The colors are fairly natural, but it's a little bit soft. From the camera app, you would think that it's focused, but once the tablet processes the image on JPEG, it is softer than what is on live. Also, this tablet can shoot full HD video recording. It's a little bit shaky, but the footage is okay if you just set this on a table while recording. Here's a sample of the rear and the selfie camera. So this is the video recording using the selfie camera. I think this is in full HD 30 FPS. I think the quality of the selfie camera is good for video calls. Now let's check the rear camera and check the stabilization. So this is the video recording using the rear camera. And we're walking a little bit for you to see the stabilization. It's pretty good while walking. A little bit shaky. And the footage is just okay. Let me know your thoughts about the video quality of AGM Mobile Pad P2. The screen is good, again not the greatest screen you will find on a tablet. It's full HD with 90Hz refresh rate. The colors are popping out, but because it's not AMOLED screen, you would see that the blacks are not as deep as a regular AMOLED screen. Also, this tablet supports Widevine L1 for Netflix and Prime Video, so you can stream on full HD. The battery life is pretty impressive on this tablet. It has 7,850 mAh battery. That's an easy 2-day tablet for me when SIM card is using mobile data and doing streaming of videos and playing games occasionally. There's also the 20 watts fast charger and not the fastest charging speed on the tablet. This would probably full charge the tablet within 2 to 3 hours. But again, if you're watching videos on this tablet while you're charging it, after a movie you'll find that the tablet has sufficient battery juice. And lastly, AGM Pad P2 has a typical phone function. Since it's using SIM card, this can text and do phone calls using the 3.5 headphone jack or the speaker. So if you need the phone or a tablet, you can just purchase this AGM Pad P2 and it will combine those two features in one device. All in all, I think this is one of the better experiences I have unboxing and reviewing a tablet. Right now, the market is oversaturated by cheapo tablets, but there are some that are functional and would really give you good experience. AGM Pad P2 with its 11-inch big speaker, capable processor, and big battery life. This is how Android tablet should be done. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to purchase this product, I will leave the link in the description below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.